Miami.
This episode of the King Ragone Show mentions depression, suicide, and struggles with mental health. To learn more, check out our mental health resources in the description box.
Alright, we're back with another episode of the King Ragone Show. Today we got Mike Harley.
Mike Harley Jr.
Yes, Lil Bill.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Alright, hey, go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody. Tell them where you're from. Tell them what you do.
It's Mike Harley Jr., wide receiver at University of Miami, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Fort Lauderdale.
Broward County. North. You know what I'm saying?
Say
County.
Lauderdale.
Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Nah, I appreciate you coming on the show though.
I appreciate y'all sacrificing my rest time.
Nah, don't get all that. Then everybody's gonna be like, oh look, they ain't resting, they on the show. Nah, we had a nice dinner though right before, didn't we?
Oh yeah, some good steak. I don't know the name of it, but it's real good.
Yeah, it's from Josh's Premium Meats, man. Yeah, y'all need to go check it out.
The best steaks in the city.
Yes.
Shout out Josh's Premium.
Shout out Josh Premium Meats, man.
Very good, very good.
So, I wanted to ask you, from the very beginning, what made you, because, all right, tell everybody where you say you actually from, besides Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, go ahead and tell them where you actually from.
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
All right, so.
Born and raised.
I thought you lived in Atlanta.
Yeah, I thought you was in Atlanta. Yeah, now he faking it.
No good. Man, I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, born and raised, stayed there all the way to my 8th grade year. Moved to Clayton County, it's south of Atlanta, like 20, 30 minutes away in Clayton County.
How long you stayed in Clayton County?
From 8th grade,
Yeah.
summer, till my 2nd semester of 9th grade.
So you was out there for like a year almost.
A solid year.
Yeah.
Solid year.
Okay, so I guess you are from South Florida. I mean, I guess you could pass being from South Florida.
For sure.
Yeah, I guess so. That's like
my city.
Rich,
No false
hey,
claiming.
Richmond and Houston.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Now, but tell us how you grew up. Tell me, your journey.
Right.
Playing football in Little League. Because I heard down here, it's a bit different. I don't know. We from Texas, so we're used to some crazy football.
Right.
So tell us how good Miami football is.
Miami, South Florida.
South Florida.
Broward.
All right.
Yeah, man. Started off playing football at 3.5. Just out there, just running around with your friends from the neighborhood. Really not taking it serious. And like I said, it's something in the water, and then just getting my hand on the football. Played quarterback when I was 4 years old until I was 15. I played quarterback my whole life.
11 years.
Yeah. First time playing wide receiver was actually my freshman year in Atlanta, and then I moved back to quarterback, but really playing receiver for like a whole consistent season was my junior year in high school.
That's crazy.
That actually is pretty crazy.
So just honestly, I feel like down here, if you the quarterback growing up, man, you the running back, you the wide receiver, you the safety, you the cornerback, So I'm an all-around athlete.
Whoever the best player is gonna play quarterback. You know what I'm
Basically.
saying? Especially growing up type. Yeah.
Exactly, because I had a couple of rivals, growing up. Lamar Jackson at the Baltimore Ravens, he played Pompano Cowboys, and we would play them every year to get to the Super Bowl. And I tell you, dog, all he used to do was like quarterback bootleg and just run the ball.
Touchdown.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I was the quarterback on the other team, just going against him.
Wait, so who won?
Oh, I won every year.
Oh, okay.
Never
okay.
lost one.
Never lost one.
Never lost one.
Cap.
Never.
And you ever seen that video of Lamar Jackson in high school where
Yeah,
like he points at the dude?
Bro, like running, he like stopped and pointed at bro and like walking in the end zone.
Went to Beach High School.
And
Yeah.
that's before I knew who he was though.
Yeah, I didn't even know who he was. That thing like went viral, I think, on Vine. Back when Vine was,
Back in the day.
back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, he been here a long time. Like, shoot, I say we was like 4'5", 4'6". He was like 5'5" for real.
Mhm.
Been tall like that.
Yeah, he wore them 21.
What?
Yeah, he never had like one, but like till he got older, he changed them. But growing up, he always wore 21.
Alright, boom. So like growing up playing football down here in South Florida.
Mhm.
Besides football, like, your only child, grew up with both parents. Like, what's up?
Household strong, grew up with both parents,
Yeah.
my mom, my dad. They're not married, but been together for years. And I got two two sisters, two younger sisters, one younger brother, and I grew up with both of my uncles and my auntie. And so it was a full household, four adopted cousins on my mom's side. So if you're looking at it, it's 13 people in a 4-bedroom house, 2 bathrooms, and we made it work. Yeah.
Okay. Now, that one little brother,
Mm-hmm.
is that your twin or is that someone else?
Nah, that's Anthony, man. That's my little brother. That's 7 years old.
Okay.
No twin.
Brother, just like you.
Nah,
Okay.
that guy looks just like you.
So you said 13 people
Yeah.
in a 4-bedroom house,
4-bedroom.
2
house,
bathrooms.
2 bathrooms.
How the hell did that work? Like,
Honestly,
it was hard. It was cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
man. I mean, coming up, it really wasn't hard. It's just like family.
Yeah.
Like, used to it. But then, when I got in that stage, like middle school, like I want my own room to have my homies over.
Yeah.
But like, I'm getting to that stage in high school, like I'm getting, I bring my little friend girl over, but I have no privacy. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's when it started. I seen like, okay, I'm sharing rooms with my sister, or I'm sharing room with both of my uncles. You know what I'm saying? We land on each other, or we land on the couch with a little blow-up mattress. We made it work. I never complained, but as I got older, I was like, okay, I need to change this, honestly. And I feel like I'm the breadwinner in my family, like the black sheep, to set the tone and just break generational curses and stuff. So it really wasn't hard because I had family there, so everything was kind of easy. Rent was getting paid, food coming from left or right. You know what I'm saying? So it was a struggle, but it was smooth.
Speaking on that, I was gonna ask you what's your inspiration, but would you say that right there?
Oh, off the top, yeah, my inspiration is family.
Yeah.
Definitely my little household. Definitely my mom. My mom, man. My dad wake up, go to work at a factory 5 o'clock in the morning, get off at 3, and literally like have a little 6 hours to himself, and he's just rolling back over, going to sleep, doing the same thing. Mom didn't have a job, for like 20 some years. Like probably last time she had a job, I was like 2003, 2002, 2003. And, she still provided. So I feel like when I'm out there on the field, I'm in the weight room, or like I'm on the track, I'm dying and hurting, I ain't got no excuse because my mom made a way. So it's like I gotta make a way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Man, it's tough. I mean, I feel like I feel the same way, like about my mom and my dad and all that. But like just hearing like your inspiration, why you play the game, the way you grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it wasn't hard. You grew up good. You had family all around. But at the same time, like shit, make it the stuff that we gotta do every day. Sometimes you don't want to do that. Like you want to wake up in the morning, and go work out or go run on the track and all that. But at the same time, like you wake up every day, and like in the back of your mind, like you got goals for your family and for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the best thing for me, honestly, was to write my goals on the mirror. I just got a new apartment beginning this year, and the first thing in my mind, the bathroom was kind of empty. I had no decorations, no mask, no shower curtain. The first thing I did was put my goals on the mirror. And knowing this off season, how Coach Philly was, killing us, and it was days like discretionary, even some days like I didn't even want to do it. I had to get up and I had to look at that mirror like I gotta make something crack. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mom still gonna be on Section 8 if I don't get up and go to workouts. Like that's how I thought about it. So.
Hey, no cap. Whenever I seen, cause you be posting it sometimes like on your close friends or Instagram, whatever.
Right.
I seen that, and like you go on my bathroom right now, I got 2 goals in my mirror. I ain't gonna say what it is, but I got 2 goals in my mirror. I got that from you. But real talk. I wake up every morning, I go see that and whatever.
I appreciate it.
Where did you get that from?
Honestly, I got that from Jerry Judy and Elijah Moore and Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown, he'll text us in the group chat. It's like, if you don't have your goals on the mirror, or if you don't have your goals written down, you're doing this for no reason. And he told me that back my junior year, and I didn't have no goals. And I was just like, you AB, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't take him serious. Then I remember Jerry Judy put his goals on the mirror, and he'll put it on Snatch every day. And I asked him, like, what all that is. He was like, I'm going to show you at the end of the season. And next thing you know, Valenta called. He literally went to the mirror, checked it off. 1,000 yards, checked it off. All American, he checked it off. First round draft pick, checked it off, boom. Coming back this year past Elijah Moore. Like, he had, a football side and like a spiritual side with God and stuff like that. So, he had his quotes, his verses for the day, and then he had his goals. Next thing you know, he checking them all off. And I'm like, okay, like, it's for real, like, you know what I'm saying? And them boys eventually got blessed and went to the next level.
Man, got big blessed.
Went to the next level, and then, like, for me, I'm like, okay, it's my time. Like, let me put these goals down, man. Let me work towards it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I got it from.
Going in, about that, I was gonna ask you, your relationship with those guys like A, B, and a lot of guys that are, in the league now. I mean, some of them are younger guys, some of them are third, fourth year in the league.
Right.
How's your relationship with them? And if you don't mind, like naming of the guys like that you're actually really close with.
Joshua Palmer, wide receiver at Tennessee, got drafted 3rd round to the Chargers.
He was South Florida.
Yeah, South Florida. He's from Canada.
Okay.
But he transferred down here his senior year to St. Thomas. Okay, Josh. I got Trayvon Grimes, dude at Florida. Got a free agent signed into the Eagles. Close with him. Sante Samuels, he's like my brother.
Florida State right there.
Yeah, Florida State.
Yeah, the pick yesterday.
Yeah,
the day
he
before.
had a good preseason
Right.
game.
Got drafted 2nd round. We slept on the same bed. Ate the same food from his mom from my mom. Elijah Moore, like I said, real close, man. His uncle took care of me in high school when I was at my lowest. Stephon Diggs and AB. That's probably say like two huge, big names that keep me motivated, keep me grounded, and definitely in the off season they hit me up to get that work. Marquise Brown, he's from the crib. I work with him, and Allen Hearn, the player for UM, and I play for the Dolphins. So that's who I'm really close with. That's in the league for real.
How is it, this off season? Me personally, I saw you take your work to like the next level. How was that? And what things did you see in yourself that you needed to work on?
Actually, what really made me change, just my attitude, how I attacked everything, was just putting my family on delay for a whole nother year, knowing I could have tried my chances and trusted myself, betting on myself going to the league, probably be a late draft pick, get a little cash in my pocket, and struggle trying to make sure my family eats. So putting them on delay for another year, and watching Derek King, tearing his ACL and then rehab every day. So looking at him down at in the weight room while he was down there, and like he'll be squatting, he'll be lifting some weight, and I just think like it could have been me. And like I don't want to take this for granted, like what I'm saying. It could be taken away from you just like that in a snap. So Derek King was like really like a push and motivation to me, and then just knowing my purpose there, coming back saying I'm gonna be a better leader, having like Charleston Rambo come from Oklahoma, just showing him the right way, breaking bad habits that he was having, and just being a voice. If King couldn't really say nothing too much, or if King wasn't in the workouts, I had to be that extra voice and just lead when it's hard.
I tell you this though, I remember like when I first got here, like you always been like a big voice on the team, a leader and all that. But I feel like this year, like especially from the off season, like to now camp to the season, like the way you lead changed a lot, and I think it's a lot better now because like I feel like obviously guys, like you one of the best players on our team, right? Obviously guys are gonna respond to you, they gonna listen to you and all that. But I just feel like your leadership ability, like your leadership style now is more genuine than it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like guys like you really mean it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
honestly,
whatever
yeah.
you say, like you really mean it, you really showing it, you really doing it, so nobody can question what you saying or what you're doing.
And you went about it like a different way. Like last year, you remember, even me and you had like a talk like about talking to you about the way you're leading, but you just changed it like out of nowhere. And I don't know what it was that made you change it, but
I know what it was.
go ahead and elaborate on that.
Honestly, just holding myself accountable, being real as I am. I feel like I was a leader in a way, but I let a lot of things slide, and I had a smile on my face while leading last year. Meaning like you're wrong, but haha, I'm a kiki and laugh with you.
Yeah.
That's a fraud.
Yeah.
So just being real with me, I felt like I was a leader in a way last year, but a fraud at the same time. Like I know you just did something wrong, but I'm not gonna address it. And next thing you know, we go 8-3.
Mm-hmm.
See little stuff like that. Like this year, I gotta address that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not perfect because I let some things slide this year as well, but it then like I addressed it the next day. Like I come to somebody like, hey, you're wrong for.
Instead of like how you used to, you would go up to someone like in front of everybody.
Right.
You bring them to the side maybe the next day and say, hey, you know what? You're wrong for that. Let me,
Right.
show you what you really need to be doing.
Facts.
And a way I see it too is not only like are you telling them that, you're also leading them by example.
Oh, like I always was. Like I always a leader of action.
Mm-hmm.
But I just knew like to be like a team captain, it gotta be voice and action. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm finna blah blah blah, say this, say that, say that. But at the same time, I'm finna be first in the gas or just catching a 3-yard slant from Derek or like Tyler and taking it to 50 yards down the field to the touchdown, showing them the right way to practice.
Yeah, even like you're talking about like when you get tagged off, like you're supposed to be down, but even though you're down, you're finishing through 50 yards. Don't even matter.
Facts, because it translates over to the game, like you see NC State game.
I actually remember Coach Diaz showed us a clip
DJ Dallas.
of DJ Dallas because he would do the same thing and every single one. He would get tackled probably. He'd only gain 2 yards.
Right.
But he's running like 60 yards downfield, and then he's sprinting all the way back, ready for the next play.
Exactly. So like I said back in my sophomore year, I was real close to AB. We was all in the group chat. Some upcoming guys like Jared Judy, Marquise Brown. He used to show us film, catch a 3-yard slant, get tagged, get tackled, get up, and finish 20, 30 yards. So I'm like, okay, I'm inspired by AB. But he's not here at practice. I watched DJ Dallas do it. Okay, then KJ Osborne come in, do the same thing. So I'm like, man, you know what? The way I practice is the way I'm gonna play. So I just been doing that and just showing the young guys just being a leader, bro. It's contagious. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to pass that on because that's the main reason I came back.
Even for me, like seeing that, it's kind of funny. We'll be in sometimes at the same time, and you'll catch a pass on the other side, and I see you're already tagged off, but you're running. I see you still running. So what I do, like even though they blew the whistle, I'm running too.
Right.
Like I'm gonna run until you stop running. You may be, all the way on the other side, but I'm at least going to, try and catch you.
For sure.
Until you stop running, you go off to the side. All right, cool, I'm going to run my way back now.
Extra work, bro.
Yeah, and that right there, it leads into other people because now you see corners and safeties and defensive linemen. They see you're still running. Even though they know we already tagged off, you're already tackled, now they're running too because you know what, if he's going to, it's a game situation. Say someone missed that right there. You got to keep following, you got to keep going.
Sure, I'm telling you, bro. It translates to the game.
So there was a little thing I saw not too long ago about a Miami receiving record. Do you know how many yards you're away from that?
932.
932.
Is that?
Let me ask you, is that on your mirror?
On my mirror, yep.
Top right. 932.
Top right.
Top right part of your mirror.
We're going to get that done.
Oh, most definitely. I know.
We're going to get it done.
I know we are.
Tell me, so another thing I saw not too long ago, it was actually, you weren't in it. It was an interview with Michael Irvin. And he was talking about, it was with Jimmy Johnson and all them. Like,
it was on South Beach.
Yep, on South Beach. And he was talking about, this young kid from Fort Lauderdale, he came up to me, he was talking to me, and he was like trying to decide between West Virginia and Miami.
Yeah.
So I told that kid, what the hell are you talking about West Virginia? Tell me about that little talk you had with them.
Man, it was...
tell me first, you was committed to West Virginia, right?
Committed to West
Yeah, you
Virginia.
was committed to West Virginia first.
Yeah, that conversation, man, it went probably a week before signing day. I decommitted from West Virginia. But then again, I was just talking to him, I had plenty more offers like UCLA, Baylor, Ole Miss had Shea Patterson, blowing my phone up at the time. So I had a couple guys, Florida on my head, like, that wanted me bad. And, I was like, let me call Pops. Let me call the playmaker real quick. FaceTime. I think he was in at a big church in Dallas somewhere. He was like, he stepped out of service. He was just talking to me. He was like, I'm like, man, listen. Doug V, you got the table on us, you got the Stedman Bailey. Like, that's my scheme. I fit that.
Yeah.
Spread offense, use me in the backfield. So, I'm giving him the whole description. He said, he literally just said one question. He was like, where are you going to stay after you play college football? Or after you done with football, in the league or whatever? West Virginia and Morgantown or Miami? And hung the phone up.
He hung the phone up.
Hung the phone up.
What the hell is that?
So like he hung the phone up. I'm like, I don't even gotta call him back because he about to go back to church.
Yeah.
And then two, that's nothing to think about. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So
it's not even a question.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So, you know, I felt like he told me a lot in a little bit. Meaning like, if you do what you do at University of Miami, you're gonna get taken care of. God's gonna bless you, you know, to make it to the next level and dominate. And you know, after football, you're gonna be plugged in with all the resources, you know, all the help. You know, University of Miami, you graduate from college, man, you're gonna be taken care of forever. So, you know, I just felt like that's all basically he was saying in that little question you asked me.
So with that conversation, you're done. You're like, all right, screw it. I'm going to Miami.
Yeah, for sure. I had a official visit, ended up finally committing. I was talking to Coach Mark in his office and my family. And, you know, I just expressed my feelings, how I came up, told him my struggle. Man, I was crying.
Yeah.
And he was actually crying with me. He gave me a hug, and I'm like, man, this dude crying? Like, man, you rich. You don't care about my struggle. Like, he actually cared.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I had that conversation, it was a wrap.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Let's transition to talk about football and all that, but let's talk about what comes with football. You know what I'm saying? Especially playing at, you know, Miami.
Yeah.
Right. Like I was no cap. I was in the car with Ryan. We come back from practice today, and I was just telling him like around this time, like this one, like, you know what I'm saying, people can reach you so easily. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you do on Saturdays, they can talk about it. They can be negative about it to you. You know what I'm saying? And this is the time I low-key keep my distance away from people.
Yep.
Because people gonna be in your face. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing good and when you're doing bad, they try to shit on you straight up. So let's talk about like mental health. Like, you know, I know you probably had struggles being here playing college football and all that. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. You know, coming in my freshman year, it was only two. Well, we had 3 receivers come in, but only 2 played. Me and Jeff Thomas, and man, we got thrown in the fire. You know, 18-year-old playing against grown men with families. You know, I made some catches, but you know, my game was inconsistent, drop balls and stuff like that. And man, dog, I remember my best friend, Josh Palmer, that's played for the Chargers. I had a bad game. Probably dropped 2 balls, wide open balls. Probably fumbled something, like just, you know, bad performance.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna have. And he was a text message. I got back to my locker. He said, "Don't check Twitter." I'm like, check Twitter. I'm like, man, I usually don't check Twitter.
Yeah.
Man, I searched my name in that box.
That's
a big mistake right there.
Mike Harley.
Yeah.
Yo, I was
She was going crazy, right?
Mike Harley sucks. Blah blah blah. Like death threats were dropping the first down. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we won. But it's just like I'm getting the shit in the stick. Like, yo, like.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not used to it. So fresh out of high school.
Hey, man.
Fresh out of high school, I'm like, damn, this how the world feel about me.
Yeah.
That's what I already thought. Like the world, not just UN fans. This is what the world feel about me.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And then, you know, going to my freshman, you know, I was just getting my feet wet. I was just happy to be out there. I really didn't know the purpose, but I just knew like catch the ball, have fun, win. You know what I'm saying? Gain trust from the coaches. Sophomore year come around, same thing. Inconsistent performance. Have a good game one time or shit. I'd rather be on the field. I get pulled out. I get put in the game to be a blocker and get pulled out when, you know, when the ball's supposed to come to me. And dude, I tell you, dog, I had fans on this way, then I had my parents, you know, just in the stands. I don't know if they was embarrassed or just pissed off with the coaches for not like putting me in or, you know, just using me the way they were using me. And I took a lot on that because, you know, I'm the breadwinner. I feel like I gotta feed my family. Like, time running out, I gotta do this for my family. I'm thinking NFL, I'm thinking this, I'm thinking that. And dog, it took a toll on me. Like, it was my sophomore year. That was probably the worst. I was at my lowest. I was depressed. And my mental health was horrible. I mean, you can even ask Cal, the fact she's like, man, I gained weight that whole summer to this shoot. I just started losing weight during the season. Wasn't eating. I'm staying in the dorm room in Pearson. And dog, you know, you can't really cook in there, but you know, I was just eating like some water and some chips like every day. Like, I couldn't eat. I was really depressed, bro.
Yeah.
Like, didn't want company. You know, it's a 1 little bedroom dorm, man. I come from practice. I go to class, headphones on, and be in the dungeon all day until practice. And I just do that probably like, I probably did that for like 3 months straight.
Yeah.
3 months straight, probably from the LSU game all the way to like shit. I don't know, North Carolina game or something like that. Cause I remember I had a good performance in North Carolina game. Like, I probably had like 2 catches for like 80 yards, career high.
Mm-hmm.
Then FIU games, I had career high like 9 catches for like some 90 yards. No touchdown though.
Yeah.
And then just after that, dog, it just went downhill. And honestly, I used to cry a lot. I had goals on my wall. I had like pictures of Stephon Diggs, Antonio Brown, Calvin Ridley, and I have Philip Dorsett, Santana Moss, and Stacey Coley stacks, just with their records and stuff like that. You know, I just had my own goals, and I just had it all pasted out, boom, boom, boom. And I'm just looking at it like I'm in the middle of the season, man. I got like 200 yards. I got like 10 catches. I'm like, there's no way. My faith died out. I used to read the Bible every day, post scriptures, wasn't even reading a book. Like, I was dead. It got to a point I took everything off my wall, put it in a folder, boom, just threw it away. Man, I'm in there like, wasn't washing no clothes, nothing. Then eventually, bro, it was getting worse. And I stayed 40 minutes away, so like in Broward County. And I go home, get a plate for my mom, whatever. I wasn't even checking in at home. Man, and it was crazy. I was saving a lot of money because, you know, I wasn't going out doing nothing. I was just saving money and just like, shit, if this football ain't gonna work, I'm gonna just save my little campus money.
Tight.
And then just kept going on. Suicide thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know how, but I feel like someone came in my room and just put like a blade, like a box cutter. I never had a box cutter. I probably had scissors or something, but I had a box cutter appeared in my room.
Yeah.
I'm just looking like, I'm finna end it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at peace. Like, if I end this, I'm at peace from football. I'm at peace from the world. Like, my mom know, you know, her son love her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, but I just couldn't do it. Like, dude, a lot of people don't know, bro. I was about to end it, like, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cut my wrist and just, like, bleed out. You know what I'm saying? Just, I ain't want to do it no more.
Yeah.
I'm searching on my name, nothing positive going. Nothing positive going. And then I just get a knock on the door. Knock on the door, boom, boom, boom. My girlfriend, Kayla at the time, she was a junior, I was a sophomore. My girlfriend Kayla at the time, which is my girlfriend now, you know, knock on her, boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, you know, I peeked through the door hole. I got tears coming out, but it's her, happy and all, like just jolly, like just ready to see me. I don't know why. So I just open it, you know, I throw the box cutter away, wipe my eyes like nothing happened. Open the door, boom, she come in. You know, she give me a hug. Hey, what you doing? Blah blah blah. Let's go get something to eat. And like she was like my backbone. My mom is my backbone. My friends my backbone, but they're too far. They don't know what I'm going through. I can't vent to them all the time because if I vent to them, it's like I'm giving up. I'm quitting on myself. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to let them down. Have them back home worrying, and they got all the worries in the world. You know what I'm saying? Will come from bills or this and that. So you know, Kayla was like that backbone. And she helped me out. You know, she fed me, she cooked, washed my clothes and things like that. And I think one day, you know, when she came in, she seen like a box cutter thrown somewhere. And she was like, what you was doing this? And I was just like, I was gonna kill myself.
Mm-hmm.
And she just got quiet. And she just, you know, she stayed around the corner. I stayed with her. Like I said, she cleaned my clothes. She cooked, you know, she just cleared my mind from it all.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just, you know, taking, you know, practicing how I'm practicing, going day by day, just like, okay, man, I got help here now. Let me try. You know, let me try. Let me not give up. Let me try on this field. So, you know, sophomore year went by smooth, and then, you know, just junior year, I just kept progressing. And then, you know, I'm here now.
Man, you know, that's a great story. I mean, you know, a lot of people obviously they don't know that side, you know, football, that, you know, that side of things that, you know, mentally, things that affect us in different ways and how severe it can affect us, you know, on how bad, you know, people want to perform, how bad they want to do good, how bad they want to survive, provide for their families, how much that could take a toll on them.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I was, last night I was on the way home talking to somebody on the phone. I was like, bro, it's crazy how, like, our whole life we play football, right? And, like, it's only a couple countries in the world that play football, us, Canada, right? So, like, nobody else play football, but, like, to us, it's like, it's all or nothing. But at the same time, like, I love football to death. I want to make it as far as I can. But, bro, it's just a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard, like, when you in it, you know what I'm saying? You're doing shit every day. Like, you're so vulnerable. Like people know what you do every day, right? They see you perform on Saturdays, and it's like if you have a bad game, like they think they have every right to come at you in a certain way. At the same time, like, they don't know how it affects different people. Like one person could be like super strong about it, like I don't care what they say. Another person can be like, man, that shit really getting to me. Like I'm about to end it. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, like people like I think they're irresponsible for what they say to kids. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like shit is crazy.
Gotta be strong. Like,
Yeah.
because you know, like for me, it really wasn't the outside for me. Like I said, I didn't even know you could search your name up on Twitter. But when I did, it was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
So now I knew I had a bad game. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm deleting Twitter.
Yeah.
Delete it. Boom. Delete social media. Deleting everything. But you know, with me, it was just like it's within. Like you know, I was like, I'm stronger than that. Like, I don't care about nobody else. But it's just like I knew my work. I knew how hard I work. But like, why it's not coming to the light? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think like that too.
Real talk.
Like they just grind, bust they ass for a year, 2, 3, 4 years, and see no results. And guess what? They're ready to cash in. They're ready to just quit. You know what I'm saying? So.
I know Derek knows. Derek's probably the only one I ever really talked to about it was, last season, and during quarantine too, because I was with him probably every single day during quarantine.
Yeah, right.
Every single day back in Houston, we were together working out for hours and hours and hours.
Hard as workouts.
Probably 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
Without those 3 hours a day, man, I mean, I was not in a good state. There was a lot of things, going on with me. Without those 3 hours, being able to, take my mind off things, I don't know, like how I would be. And then it ended up progressing during the season, because things, going on back home, things like that, things in my personal life, wasn't going great. And so, and it ended up affecting me on the field as well. That's why, last year, at the beginning of the season, you saw me, play, okay amount, but then it just slowly, just went down. Yeah, because I let, what was going on outside. I mean, I was really depressed. I talked to Derek about it a few times.
Yeah.
That right there just made everything, go down. It just got things worse and worse and worse for me. Like, I ended up, the last 2 games, I didn't play one snap. And that was the first time since I've been here that's happened to me. And it was all just because of outside stuff. And even, during the spring, I wasn't happy, obviously. And then, with, Rico, my cousin, passing, that just like added another thing. I'll never forget, the night before he passed, I was on the phone with my dad, and a lot of things were going on. And I told my dad, I was like, man, I don't think things could get any worse. I told him that.
Shit always can.
I remember I was on your couch, because I was staying with Derek at the time. I was staying on his couch at the time. And I remember I told him, I was like, I don't think things could get any worse. And he paused for like 30 seconds. Didn't say a word, I'm like, hello, like, you there? And like, I just heard it in his voice. He's like, man, Ryan, he's like, don't say that, because it could always get worse.
Yeah.
Next time I talked to my dad, the very next phone call the next day, he called me and told me that, Rico passed. That hit me, so hard and brought me to another level, like being down. I just, at that point, I was like rock bottom. Things, obviously just weren't going well. And even when I got back to school, a few weeks later, I mean, I was still just so down. I ended up, getting a little overweight, at first. I wasn't working out as much. I was just eating because I was so depressed, like, about everything. And it really wasn't until the end of spring, I had a lot of talks with Derek about it. And that really helped me, get through it and got me to the other side of it. Because, during spring, even then, like, I wasn't playing as much just because I wasn't even thinking about football at the
You wasn't
time.
there mentally.
Yeah, I wasn't there mentally.
I seen that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't there. You didn't care.
No, and it hurt me because, I love the game, but at that point in my life, like, there was just so much other stuff going on outside. It just, I was just like, screw all this, shit. Like, I don't care about none of this stuff. Like, and nobody knew that was going on. Like, I don't tell nobody about it. And that's the thing. Like, nobody ever knows what's going on, with any of us. So, say we have a bad performance, and they're just, shitting on our names and stuff like that, they don't know what's going, on outside of, your outside life,
Yeah.
I don't want to, speak on, but like a teammate today, one of his, someone, passed, right? Someone is, immediate family or something passed. And he wasn't having a good day, just wasn't paying attention. Nobody knew, and we're like, man, what's up with him today? He had a bad day, and after practice, it just let loose, and he, said it. That right there, nobody knows what someone's going through and how it affects them in all aspects of their life, and that's a big thing that I think we as a team, maybe, and really as football players in a whole all over the country, and maybe all sports, that maybe need to talk about. I know lately, mental health has been, raised in awareness, but it's not talked about as much as it should be, because there's a lot more people struggling with things than we know.
Yeah, and I feel, and honestly, like, the task at hand that we have September 4th, I feel like, the leaders that we are, we should, come to Coach Diaz and just, I don't know, before practice or like before a team meeting or something, you know what I'm saying? Everybody should we should have a team meeting, and everybody just, that have a lot on their mind or feel this way, just express it. Like, we should be free-minded and just feel free and just, get the help that we need before even going into war, finishing the season, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like we should do something like that, though, honestly.
And I guarantee you, like, our coach are more than willing to listen and talk. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Coach last week about a lot of stuff personally, and I'm pretty sure like all our coaches are willing to talk about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If you bring it up to them, but yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I remember last season, it was during a meeting, I got a text from my dad. I remember I had to, step out. I mean, I was literally like in tears. I didn't go back into the meeting. Coach Baker came and I talked to Coach Baker probably for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, just about what was going on. And, that stuff, it helped me a bit. Yeah. And, nobody in the staff, nobody knew about what was going on, so they couldn't understand why, I was doing, how I was. Yeah. And honestly, I'm glad, recently, with everything that's happened, I found, new light, just happiness, things like that. It's brought me joy back into the game, that I love. I mean, I love being out there every single day. I feel free, when I'm on that grass. Nothing else,
Yeah.
Once you step on a green tree practice field, all you're thinking about is ball.
Honestly, real talk.
Miami. South Beach.
We'd like to take this time out to thank our sponsor, Ibis Prep. They do one-on-one tutoring for everything under the sun. And when they say everything under the sun, they absolutely mean it. Their mission is to prioritize education above all else.
They have K through 12, college level, all subjects and all languages. SAT, ACT, essay writing, and also college prep.
They do security exams, SIE, Series 6, Series 7, Series 66. They also do LSAT, GMAT, GRE, Florida and California bar exams. If you need any type of tutoring, I mean any, you go to Ibis Prep. They have a Instagram, they have a Facebook, they also have a YouTube at Ibis Prep. They also have, if you go to www.ibisprep.com.
Miami.
Let's transition a little bit back to football. So, like, I would say last year for you, and I feel like not just you, but like a lot of us, started off slow. We win a game, but started off slow. And I think week 6, I don't know what the hell happened to you, but you turned it up. Like, you became a whole different beast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
Man,
speak on
honestly,
that. So, like,
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. First 4 games, first 5 games, my head was in the future. Like, I remember you always say, King always say, be where your feet at.
Yeah.
Like, right now. You know what I'm saying? Live in the moment. And, dog, I tell you, man, I'm going in. When we played the first game?
UAB.
UAB. Boom. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Underestimate UAB. I'm about to go for 100. About to get a touchdown. I got the area. I got this nap coming in. 2 catches, 34 yards.
I ain't throw the ball well that game, though. So it wasn't
But look, though, this my expectation.
We rushed the ball well, though. We rushed the ball.
Oh, for sure. But, this is my expectations. Yeah. Like, I'm thinking NFL. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was like, same game. I know you got me. Man, Louisville game. I had a couple catches. I had a nice sideline catch. Had 2 drops. I had a touchdown drop. 1 yard line, little out route, wide open. Nobody's there. Derek ran in the chest. Boom, drop. And I'm like, yo, like, what's going
Shit
on?
threw me off for that.
Like, what's going on? I'm taking my helmet. I'm crying on the sideline. And I'm just like, coaches don't believe in me no more. Like,
Yeah.
it's it. So third game come, Florida State had a couple catches, but dropped 2 deep balls. I remember Derek coming to, like, I think Pope or something. He was like, man, Mike, all right. I was out of it. I'm like, thinking in the future, like, oh, I got to feed my family and that. So, Clemson game came, man. We got a big task at hand. I'm like, man, I got to come through. Night before the game, Al Blaze, my roommate, Al Blaze was downstairs. I guess he was doing the team fellowship thing, what we always do. Someone just told me to stay in the room, dog. Stayed in the room. I'm on the phone, just watching TV. Devontae Smith come up. This is Devontae Smith last season before he won the Heisman, before he national championship, before Biletnikoff, everything. He come on national TV. Yeah, man, I stay after practice catching 100 balls, this and that. Every ball I catch is, money. This and that, this and that, this and that, this and that. Like how he, stuck to his grind, stuck to whatever he's saying. He's just the hardest worker standing on the field. So I'm just looking like, okay, I'm gonna do that. But you know how like some people like I'm gonna do this, and next thing you know they ain't gonna do it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then something just hit me. I'm like, man, let me talk to God real quick. Let me try to like clear my mind. I didn't have nothing crazy going on. I just like had a one-on-one talk with God. I promise you guys, dog. When people pray, it's usually like 30 seconds or to a minute. Man, I literally had a conversation. It was a prayer, but it was really a conversation with me and God one-on-one, straight up, like real FaceTime type conversation. And I'm just praying for just like, better days. I'm just, forgive me for my sin. I'm praying for others, not me. I'm just praying. I'm talking, dude. And I was just saying like, man, I promise I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn this around, Lord. Just like, please help me out. Like, I planted my seeds. Like, now it's time to get my fruit. And I feel like, I was rushing. I'm looking into the future. And the AC was off, just like how it is in this room. Like, no AC cut on or nothing. I felt a breeze touch my shoulder. A breeze come in the room and like I just felt like the spirit there with me, man. Just talking. And like, just a cold breeze and stuff. I'm like, man, like, blah, blah, blah. And, I prayed and I was just like, man, I'm going to turn this around. Clemson game, I'm going to make something shake. Clemson game, we come out, 2 catches for like 13 yards. So I'm like, okay, you know what, bro? We lost. First loss of the season. I'm like, we're not losing no more. Like, I'm going to be the hardest worker on the offense. I'm even challenging, Derek King, Corey Gannon. I'm going to be the hardest worker on the offense. We come in Sunday. I'm the last one out there. And it's so crazy. Got to give him credit. Dante Johnson, Bean.
Beans, my dog.
Bean.
Shout out Beans. Yeah.
Bean looked at me. He's like, yo, hit the jugs. And guess what? I told you I made a promise to God. Like, I'm going to stay out there and catch 60, 80 balls like Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
But I catching myself walking in the locker room. It takes a walk-on, a dude with no scholarship, a dude that's struggling, tell me to go out there and catch these jugs.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of guys that's on scholarship, we really take this shit for granted.
Real talk.
It don't look like it because we all put the work in, but everybody do the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's what you do extra, and I feel like some guys on scholarship take this shit for granted. It really be the ones that don't have nothing, that's trying to get a scholarship, that love this shit, that really put the extra in. And Dante Johnson, dog, being literally took his time off and shot 80 balls to me. Boom, catch him. Every day after practice, Mike, where you going? Boom. Pig game, I had a couple catches, I had a touchdown. So I said, okay, bet. Like, I'm in the groove.
Shit, pick game, you went off. Yeah, like, no, you said pick game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pig game.
Virginia game, you went off Virginia game,
right.
for sure.
So look, guess what? I'm consistent. Sunday, boom. Monday, we off. Monday, I always have a routine. I get treatment, and me and Derek can watch film.
Watch tape
Every Monday. Dante Johnson, I'm like, yo, I'm up here getting treatment. Oh, I'm already in indoor. Oh, I'm on the way. Pop, 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 shoot. Jugs, boom, 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 boom. Jugs, boom, boom, boom. Every day, jugs, boom, boom, boom. Virginia game.
Yeah.
Locker room, getting dressed. And dog, I promise you, you know what I'm saying? I really ain't have no drip, because you know what I'm saying? I was like, no cuffing, I'm just like, no socks, just tape. I'm just throwing over a wristband. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna go out there and be like, whatever. Next thing you know, breakout game. Every ball Derrick King threw to me, I caught. Every ball. And it was raining.
Rain game.
I remember.
But it is so crazy. Like, I took that, and I remember, bro, you know, Coach Lashley, he actually game planned. We running a fast start. Like, we run plays a fast start. He called 3 slogan. Boom, I scored a fast start on that. And I still do it to this day. I'll talk to myself in warm-ups and be like, you got to set the tone 3. And every time I have an inner thought with myself, I inner talk to myself, fast start, boom, he comes to me, snipe. Boom, I catch the ball, we keep going, like, we get the rolling. So I remember when we did the 3 slogan, boom, I scored. Game time situation, I'm coming out there, I'm talking to myself, set the tone 3, catch every ball. You did the jugs for a reason. Like, I'm talking to myself in the middle of the game, running, touchdown. King throwing touchdown, catch. So, and I just stacked them days.
You had like, what, 12, 13 catches that game?
Right, for like, how much time?
I think like 200 yards, I ain't gonna lie.
Almost,
It was 170, something like that, yeah.
Something like that, one touchdown. And I tell you, and it is so crazy, y'all boys, I knew I was into it, I was loving it. I was loving it. We played Virginia that Thursday. Friday, we had an off day. Guess where I was at Friday?
Where?
On the jugs with Bean, with Dante Johnson.
Yeah.
On the Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday, jugs. Sunday's jugs. Monday, jugs. Like, bro, I was
You're addicted to it now.
yeah, it was like, I'm finna stack it, consistency, stack it.
Once you taste it a little bit, like, you
Yeah.
gotta get addicted to it.
Right, and that's why I feel like, everybody, all they need is that jump start, and just keep the foot on the gas.
Yeah.
And the rest is history. NC State game, Virginia Tech game, no touchdown, but I had clutch moments, I had first downs.
Yeah.
And then like towards the season, I just felt like coaches was like, hey, Harley's the guy to go to on 3rd down.
Yeah.
We trust him. Like, we're not forcing anything, but he's going to get open. And I just built that chemistry. I just hated it happened late, but God blessed us for with another year, another season. And just to answer your question, dog, it was that conversation I had with God before Clemson game, and the rest was history.
There was that game that you caught the game-winning touchdown, right? Which game?
NC State.
NC State.
Yeah.
I'll never forget looking up. They showed your yards on the scoreboard, and I was like, oh my goodness, this guy, he just had a game.
Right.
We go into the locker room. This guy's in the corner. His locker's literally right across from mine.
Crying.
Head in his hand, just bawling. He just had a great, just bawling, crying. Man, I started tearing up too. Like I'm like getting, a little emotional right now. That right there, that was something that, for me to be able to see someone, working so hard after practice. Because I'll never forget, all of a sudden, I just started seeing receivers out there, just started catching good jugs. Just started catching jugs. And then to see that work pay off. And everybody on the team knew it. Everybody on the team saw y'all, doing stuff extra after practice. Y'all knew, everybody was coming after y'all, all these drop balls. Everybody's going crazy about it. And then for y'all to start putting in the work, and then for you to have a game like that in a situation, a game-winning touchdown like that.
Yeah. Not only Mike, Pope had a great game. Wentz had a great game. Like, boys balling out. And like, I hate how at the time, they was getting, I ain't gonna say treated, but getting talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit pissed me off.
But at something with that, it drove them. It ended up making them a lot better too. Pope, the next game or 2 games later, had the game-winning touchdown. Yeah. Sometimes you need a little extra push, and man, that right there.
Yeah. Like just to talk about the NC State situation, I was in the locker crying. Everybody going crazy, music playing. I'm just crying. I take my phone. I literally go in the shower in the corner. I call my mom, just talking to her like, Mom, like crying. Like, and it was her birthday.
Oh,
it's my mom's birthday.
Man.
And I'm like, Mom, like, Mom. Just say, all I was saying is Mom, Dad, like, Mom, like,
That's lit.
like, I'm your son, like, that's 3 years old on the bed, like, want to play football, like, doing things like that now.
Yeah.
But I didn't thought I'd be doing this 3 years ago. I'm about to kill myself.
Yeah.
But, like, my freshman year, just, a kid out there just don't know what's going on. Junior year, just like, we gonna see, like, you know what I'm saying? About to quit, about to transfer. And a lot of people don't know this. I about to transfer after the Clemson game.
Yeah.
Called my head coach, Coach Harris St. Thomas. Like, man, Coach, I'm out of here. I said, I want a new start, a new beginning. I'm tired of Miami. I just want fresh. I need fresh. I need new air. And then I remember, Coach Likens would text me, or running back coach call me, because, he from Broad County, from the area, Coach Hicks.
Yeah.
He like, hey, boy, word on the street, you about to leave. I'm like, nah, I ain't leaving.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I really want to leave. Like, man, I was contacting other schools. I was, like, really, like, out of it. And then,
You had somebody else contact other schools. You weren't contacting other schools.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The right
I'm making it clear.
Making it clear. Oh, yeah, for sure. I got it clear, And then, bro, I was really, like, out of it.
Yeah.
Man, bro, it's God's timing for real, man. And just that whole night I was just crying, bro.
And that's the way I look at, like, everything in life now, right? I feel like you gotta be, like, comfortable with yourself, you know what I'm saying, in order to get, like, the best results. And, like, I feel like you said 3 years ago from last year or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you was real down, you was depressed about what was going on in the field. You stuck it out. You worked this. I know for sure this summer. I mean, I was here last summer. Quarantine was kind of weird. I know for sure this winter and summer, you worked extremely hard. You know what I'm saying? Like hard work on the team. Like it's gonna pay off later. It's all light in the tunnel. Like you can't. I like to tell myself that too. Like I be down about certain stuff. Like I have a bad practice, bro. Like I don't know if I have a bad practice, bro. Like shit, I know if I lose in bowling, I ain't talking to nobody. You know what I'm saying? If I have a bad practice, like that shit eat me up. You know what I'm saying? But same time as I was like in the tunnel, like it's gonna pay off later down the road. That's how I think about everything.
No, that guy's serious when he talks about bowling.
If I lose in bowling,
man, and the thing is too, well, I remember, so Jared at the beginning, Jared was just better than us. Well, us three would go bowling probably two, 3 times a week at least.
Yeah.
Right.
We go bowling 2, 3 times a week during the off season. We're bowling. Jared's winning first every time. At the beginning, he was winning every time.
This made me so mad, bro.
But I would finish second. I would always finish second. And Derek's like, we would argue or whatever, and I'd just be like, well, I beat you. He's like, well, you didn't finish first. He's like, you lost. He's like, you lost. You can't say you beat me.
Bro, I was trying to go bowling every day to get better so I can beat them. No cap. Like, that shit made me so mad.
Watching The Last Dance, bro, you remind me of Michael Jordan. That's how he is, though.
This man hates losing in rock, paper, scissors.
Anything.
He won't. And the thing is, I play, I'll go bowl or whatever. I know, because I know I'm not the best at bowling. Do I like losing? Hell no. But I'm like, you know what? I gotta remind myself, because I be getting mad too. I get mad, I gotta remind myself, all right, it's just a game. And I be telling him that, and he's like, hell no. He's like, I don't want to lose, blah, blah, blah. He's like, it ain't a game.
I'm telling you, like, especially like we take turns driving to the bowling at like 20 minutes away. If I lose, we ain't playing no music. Nobody talking in the car.
Someone else better drive.
Don't say nothing.
Real competitive.
Nothing.
Real competitive.
Hey, me and Jared would be in, talking, while he's quiet, making fun of him and stuff, because he lost. He got last twice. We'd be arguing about that.
And that's what we did on this team, man.
Mm-hmm.
What we did on this team. Me coming out of high school, I won state championships, like national championships. Man, the L, but I ain't eating dinner. Like I'm not on the phone. Like I'm not laughing in the locker room, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like and sad to say, I got here. That's what it was.
Yeah.
We'll win. Yeah, who celebrate? Hooray! We'll lose. On the phone, Snapchat, Twitter, laughing, cracking a joke. Oh, boy, you got ran over. Oh, you dropped the ball. Like, they joking about stuff like that.
I'll never forget. I actually learned this lesson young. It was in high school, my freshman year. We go and play Summer Creek. I'm a freshman. It's varsity football. I'm a freshman. We get beat 62-7.
Man,
We get beat 62-7.
I would transfer it.
Yeah,
I'm on the bus, just kiki, laughing, whatever. Everybody else is quiet. Me and my friend, just talking.
Like that.
I'm young though. I'm 13, 14 years old.
Laughing.
Yeah, I'm just laughing. I didn't think nothing of it. Shit, when we got back to campus, coach, he stood up. Man, I never felt so embarrassed in my life.
Embarrassing.
Man, he called me out because, I'm a freshman. I'm the only one freshman on the bus, and he's all screaming at me, cussing at me because I'm over here laughing and stuff. Hey, man, I ain't never laughed again after a loss. I promise you that. That was my freshman year. To this day, I have never lost in a football game and been kiki. Nah, but there's been a few tough losses that we've been through here too. A few tough ones. But it was before you got here. How did you handle those? We don't have to go into the specific ones, but how did you handle the tough losses here?
First one of the season, Florida. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all, no fraud, like no cap, whatever y'all call it.
No cap.
Bro, on a couple losses that we had, a couple years back before, I was selfish. We'll lose, and I'm like, I don't care. I had 2 catches, like it doesn't matter. Like I wasn't even part of the game. Like I was real selfish, bro. 5 catches, like 50 yards or something. I'm like, we lost because I didn't get the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it was. I'm gonna be real with y'all. But then, we lost. I was just like, bro, I'm just like, damn. Virginia Tech game. I remember I had to fumble that game, honestly. I lost. We lost because I fumbled the ball. You know what I'm saying? I think things like that, in that way, and then I think some of the selfish was like, man, I didn't even get the ball. I don't even care. And that's how it was, and that's how Ricker showed it. But back then, I handled it all wrong back then.
What made you think about things differently? When you got older, you're like, last year you thought, damn, this is my senior year. Is that when you're like, damn, this shit matters to me?
Yep.
So I saw the pain on Shaq's face after every loss. From the first loss against Florida, Shaq, and everybody on the team at that time. Shaq was that guy on the team. Everybody respected him. Seeing him feel the way he did, and seeing his facial expressions and just all that, and you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That kind of taught me right there, like how to handle it. You could see that just made him hungry.
It ate him up.
It ate him up. It just made him hungry. He wanted to fight even more. He wanted more. Like he wanted to go out there again.
Yeah.
And that's how. Yeah. He's a real little dog. Lurk dog. That's his little thing. Lurk dog. Yeah.
Real Kane right there.
Nah. That Shaq Quarterman.
Different.
That guy right there. He set the tone. And even though he wasn't able to reap the benefits from what we are now, he said it. The walk on Independence Bowl. He said it in an interview. He's like, y'all may not see it now. He's like, but I promise you, these guys, give them a year or 2. He's like, they'll show y'all.
For sure.
He's like, they'll show y'all.
I feel it though. I feel it, bro. I I don't compare us to nobody, but I told Bubba this. I told King and Garrett this. At what it was, ACC, Charlotte. Media Day. Yeah, man. We was just walking, getting some food. I say, like I said, I don't compare, but I just feel like it's kind of something similar. I say, this is an LSU story. Like the 2019 champions.
2019, yeah.
Right. I say, man, listen, bro. You got a quarterback that been through a lot. I say, De'Aaron, man, he been through a lot. Like, just everything's going right for him right now, and everything just happening for him, like good. And I'm just saying, like, we got some good receivers. We got a veteran DB group, man, D lineman group. I say, bro, why not us? Like, why not us? You know what I'm saying? I played against LSU the year before. They was good. They had the tools and stuff, but I don't know what their chemistry and what they had going on. But I knew they were going to be tough in the future. And just knowing, Joe Burrow came back and like Derek came back, and I'm like, bro, this is really like a LSU story for real, bro. I'm telling you, like. And I just been saying that to myself, and I finally brought that to their attention. I'm like, bro, we just gotta play our ball for real. Like, we really just gotta believe in ourselves and just play our ball. It's gonna be history, dog.
We got Mike Harley Jr. on the show. I appreciate everybody tuning in for our 4th episode now.
4th episode. Number 4.
Number 3 on the show.
Yes, sir.
We do want to ask your one piece of advice. That's something we do at the end of every episode with our guests. It could be about anything, about life, about football, anything. What would you tell someone that is watching this? Just a piece of advice for them.
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. Like, you come in college, man, you hear all that, the older guys, trust the process, keep grinding. And you like, bro, I heard it's like 20 times. Like, what you mean? Like, keep grinding, keep working. Trust the process. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, at a younger age, you get dust off and just say, trust the process, keep grinding, keep working. But like now, when you trust the process, it's your time. Like, just keep grinding. Like, just like you gotta really trust it. Like, it took me 5 years. No, actually, it took me 3 years to score my first touchdown. It took me 4 years to get my first 100-yard game. You know what I'm saying? So I've been trusting the process, just staying down. Like, and my motto is better days ahead. And like, bro, I'm telling you, it is better days ahead. Just take care of what treat others right. Keep God first and trust the process.
Yeah.
You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good.
And he could be talking about football, life,
anything.
work. No matter, trust the process. Whatever you do, it's always better days ahead. I know that's his motto. We always say that. Better days ahead, for sure.
Sure.
All right, well, from me, Derek, and Mike, we really appreciate y'all listening, and we'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all.
Yo.
Yeah. Miami.